So in our last sitting, we got the message, which was किसे प्राप्त रतन होए जिस मस्तक होवे भाग. With His grace, you can get to the ultimate gift. But in order to do that, what would be your responsibility? And the message was, साधु की हो रेणुका अपना आप तैयार, उपाव स्याणप सगल छड गुर की चरणी लाभ. That is your responsibility. Which is, sadhu ki ho renuka, the one who has gone ahead of you, before you. Go to him as if, renuka literally means dust, ashes, dhool. Go to that one who is ahead of you, have gone there, been there, done that, but do not go as an egotistical individual. Go as a humble being. How can you be humble? You will have to do these two things, which is Syanap Sagal Chad. All that you have collected so far, all knowledge, all awareness, all information, everything would have to be put aside when you are going to go get that grace. And then if you go in that frame of mind, you will be given the technique, you will be given the process through which you can also get to your ultimate state of existence. And that existence will start with the process which is in the next hymn. Ek pashano jiya ka ikko rakhanahar, ikkas ka mane asara ikko pran adhar, tis saranai sada sukh par brahm karatar. Immediately your paradigm is going to need to be shifted. You're going to have to change your thinking process. Today the thinking process is multi-dimensional. Today you argue and discuss and you compare, and then you try to choose one which you think is at a higher state than the other. That process in itself actually is damaging to your ego, because you are judging, you are labeling, you are being the judge jury yourself. Well, the Muslim system is too bad, and Hindu system is too vague, and Buddhist system is too complex, and Sikhs don't know what they're talking about, so I'm going to have my own system. That type of thinking only takes you further and further away. When you get to the one who has been there, he or she will tell you, Ik pashanu jiye ka ikko rakhanaha. It matters not which process you are following, so long as this is what is the basic principle. Ik pashanu jiye ka. That one. That's why the word ik is underlined. Ik doesn't mean the number ik. It's highlighted here. It says ik means that one. From within you, ik pashanu jiyaka. From within you, you will now focus on that one. Which one? Ikko rakhanaha. That's the definition. The creator of us all. And you will stop all other arguments and all other discussions and all other disagreements and all other fights. You will come down to one state of existence, which is Ikkas ka mane asara, Ikko pranadhar. everything will come down to a single thought process. If it is a Hindu process, it is still getting to him. It is a Sikh process, is getting to him. It's a Bodhi process, is getting to him. It matters not what language, what discipline, what process you follow, so long as you are focused on what? Ikkas ka mane asra. Continuous sport of the one. Always bringing everything to that single point. Never diversifying and never dwelling on the duality and the multitudinous of the creation. So long as you remember Farida Khalik Khalakama Khalakavasai Rabamahe. He is in the creation and creation is in him. That is the process. So long as, no matter what topic, what concern things you are doing, so long as you keep coming back to that thought, then this saranai sadasuk. Then you are getting ready to experience, because you have come under the banner of that one. Now you are getting ready for what? Sadasuk, Sadivi Suk, something that does not have an opposite to Suk. What we so far we know is a Suk, a pleasure which also has pain with it. It's not Sadasuk. It is sometimes Suk and sometimes Dukh. It says if you follow that principle, then you are getting ready to experience something that's called Sadasuk, a permanent blissful state that would be graced by Par Brahm Karatar, that ultimate creator. That's why you notice here the words are Par Brahm Karatar. There is no name given, there is no title given, only characteristics. It's not said Vaheguru, it's not said Ram, it's not said Krishna, it's just characteristic. Par Brahm, the one who's beyond the creation, the Brahm. Parle Pasya is beyond that. He's above all of this. O Karta hai, Kartar. He's the real creator of all. So you will start getting closer and ready to experience that. So, what should you do? Man mere sagal upav tyag. Forget everything else. Upav, all other techniques, all other kriya karam, all other ritualistic aspect of life, give it up. Why? Because it's not going to get you where you want to. If you really are in search of sadasuk, then you need to forget everything else. Man mere sagala upav tyag. Give up everything else. One of the most simple thing to understand and difficult thing to implement. What is our problem? ਕੀ ਕਰੀਏ ਜੀ, ਉਹਨੇ ਸਦੀਆਂ ਤੋਂ ਸੁਣਦੇ ਆ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ, ਨਾਨੀ ਨੇ ਵੀ ਇਹੀ ਦੱਸਿਆ, ਦਾਦੀ ਨੇ ਵੀ ਇਹੀ ਦੱਸਿਆ, ਦੋਸਤਾਂ ਨੇ ਵੀ ਇਹੀ ਦੱਸਿਆ, ਹੁਣ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਛੱਡ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ. Isn't it? We all do that. Yeah, we understand and you said it and we heard it and it makes sense. ਕੀ ਕਰੀਏ? When the right time comes, we end up doing the same thing again. And Gurbani is saying, so long as you are in that track, the journey is not going to move. You have to break that pattern. You have to force yourself. You have to remind yourself to break the habitual pattern. Don't keep on repeating this, because I think I have shared this experiment with you, that somebody did that quite a while back, because they were trying to find out the secret of survival of the mice, because they discovered that all through the creation all these ages ups and down, Atlantis and the age of dinosaurs and all that. One species has survived all this, and that's the mice. And they want to understand the secret of their survival. And they devised a experiment. An experiment was very simple, but ingenious way of thinking. That they made a maze, and then they put a cheese in the maze. And they let the mouse, and mouse is smelling the cheese, and slowly he finds the cheese.
Hello? Yes.
Now once he has found the cheese, and now he is process capable of getting there, now they put a little electrical circuit. Every time he gets the cheese, he gets a shock. So, few times, actually they said a third or fourth time, but about 3-4 times the same mouse went back to the cheese, and every time he picked the cheese, he got the shock. And then after about 4th time, no matter what they do, mouse will not go into the maze. No matter how big the cheese is, how the lure is, he will just not enter the maze. And their conclusion was that the secret of their survival is their adaptability. Changing the pattern immediately, that hurts you, that destroys you. That's the secret of their survival. Now, if we want to look at ourselves, how many times we have been hurt by the same mistake? Let's go back, think about it. Same behavior pattern. Same. I have heard the wife saying, I have been telling him for the last 50 years of our marriage, he hasn't stopped doing this. Oh, by the way, I haven't stopped telling him either. Neither he changed his pattern, because I kept on telling him, don't do this or do this. Now I ignored it that he's not going to do it, so I should get up and not remind him. We do not learn from our patterns, no matter how much we are hurt. And so scientists, I was surprised at his last observation. He says, I am very much worried about the future of the mankind. Dinosaurs lived here for millions of years. He says, I don't think man is going to survive that long. Because he doesn't learn. He just keeps on repeating the same pattern. So if we step back from the metaphysics, even when we knew that the atomic energy actually is a mutual destruction completely assured, we continue building it. We'll back off. We still want to build more. Knowing that it is not just the destruction of the other, it is a mutually assured discussion, because as soon as one sees that there is a nuclear missile in the air, the other one is going to launch. It's a mutual destruction for both, but we still want it.
Mice also have another quality. They are not like humans, control freak, power hungry.
We don't know that. but if that is a bad habit, the question is, if that's a bad habit and we recognize it,
Why not change it?
why not change it? Why be a control freak? Right? It is, this metaphor is similar to the metaphor that I shared with you, that if you do not want the vulture to pick on you, leave what you are holding. Remember that piece of meat example? Mm-hmm. Let go. No, I want to hold on to that piece of meat and I want to hurt you. And Gurbani is saying, it's not going to work for you. It may work in the physical world and the world of illusionary and Maya, but it will not work in the inner world. You will have to break the pattern. And do what? मन मेरे सगल उपाव त्याग गुर पूरा आराध नित 21 की लेवलाग रहा. That's it. Break all other pattern and develop this one. Which one? Replace it with one. Gur Pura Arad Nit. Instead of focusing your mind and body on something else, focus on that the Guru has given you. And not just day or night or hour or two, as much as you can. Every day, as much as you can. And do what? Continue till 21 ki level, till you achieve the state of one with one. 21 ki live. एक के नाल जुड़ जाना, live लग जानी. Until that doesn't happen, you continue. I would like to share with you a recent an article sent to me by one of my nephews from India, in which there was a research published that the people who meditate, there are side effects of meditation, and they become anxiety bound, and they start hallucination, and they become sad, and there are suicidal thoughts. And if any one of you want, I have the article, I can send you. You can read the whole research. That, and in the introduction, in the prologue, the writer says that all of the benefits so far advertised by or documented by the people about the meditation, no matter what technique it is, whether it's actually he was talking more of a transcendental meditation, because that's what West knows the most. But he was saying it doesn't matter what you do, there is no scientific proof that it has beneficial effects. It is anecdotal, word of mouth, old wives' tales. But the first scientific survey done of handful of people who were put in the lab, 10, 12 people were doing the meditation, and then measure their response on 10, 12 people who are not, and then compare the what they call double-blind studies. Go through that, and they have reached the conclusion that, according to their statistic, 69% of the people had a negative effect. So now, you can imagine a young man who just got started and he reads this and he says, well, Mama, I'm stuck. What is this? Is that true? Does the medication create sadness in you? Or you want to feel and sit alone and you don't want to associate with others and so forth? And I want to share with you that is a fact. It can happen to individuals, that those feelings and emotions will come.
But one will go beyond that.
Now let it sink through. That is possible. What the scientist does not know, what's the root of this? Let me tell you what's going on. When the mind quiets down, slowly, it's just like right now you can only hear a certain bandwidth of the sound. Right? The frequencies that are higher than this are not audible to you. Frequencies that are lower than this are not audible to you. Similarly, the light waves length, there is a certain spectrum in which the body operates. As the mind-body system starts quieting down, your bandwidth starts expanding. Higher and lower energies start becoming into your perception. And that perception unlocks the stored memories. So when you are suddenly feeling sad after meditation, all it's basically saying a memory from the past has come up on the surface. You can take that memory and say it is in the past and throw it out, or you can start wondering why I'm sad. Now, if you start wondering why I'm sad, that memory is going to become the present memory now. It was just past, you dug it out, you could have thrown it out, because all memories are just that, memory. It has no power or force of itself. You hear a sound, you see an image. What is that? They are all stored data in your memory. And now the mind is collecting the energy and it's digging that dirt out. And the process of meditation is look at the memory and say, yeah, it's my past, throw it out. That's it. Neither give it any positive value nor any negative value. No judgment, no criticism, no happiness, no sadness. It is just my past, that's it.
How can you not dwell on that?
And if you do dwell on that, then the past just became the present. That's the whole purpose of the meditation. What? I want to clean myself, isn't it? भांडा साफ कर रहे हैं. Don't we say that? जो भांडा साफ करेगा कि गंद ही निकल आती जो. तो जे गंद नू पकड़ के बैठ गए तो फिर वो टोड़ा बन गया ना. Now it's yours. Keep it. All the purpose is, as this kuda karkat comes out, all these memories as they are coming back, just be the observer and don't get attached or get aversion, don't develop a hatred, don't get love, don't get criticism, don't make a new relationship with an old memory. So, those so-called people who reported to the doctor when I just came out of after 45 minutes of meditation, how are you feeling now? I'm feeling very sad. Oh, negative fact.
Same goes for happy also.
Same way. Suddenly you find that you are a king and you got an image of sitting in a throne. Oh my God, I was a king once upon a time, what am I doing here now? Poor me. You stop. You are a king once upon a time. You are a murderer once upon a time. You are a rapist once upon a time. You are a thief once upon a time. You are a saint once upon a time. How does it matter? They're all memories. It's gone. No value to be assigned to it. That's the problem. Had these people gotten the right guidance at the right time from the right person who has gone ahead of them, which is what Gurbani said here, right? Gur pura arad nit ikkas ki levalag. Go to the one that has been ahead of you and learn from him how to do it, and then leave everything else and get started. मन मेरे सगल पाप त्याग गुरपुरा आराध नित इक्कस की लेवलाग. Then, if you are going to be only focused on one, now the challenge is going to start coming to you. Mind-body system is going to challenge you. And the challenge is what? Iko bhai, mit ek, iko maat pita. Yeah? Human relations are going to go further. दोस्त आ जाएंगे, भरा आ जाएंगे, माँ बाप आ जाएंगे, बीवी आ जाएगी, पति आ जाएगा, बच्चे आ जाएंगे, and they will pull you. So now again, the pull of the multi-faceted life rather than single one. So, how should you do that? How should you solve that dilemma? You say, well, मां नू मिल रहे हैं, उससे भी क्यों नहीं मिल रहे? ਮਾਂ ਦੀ ਸ਼ਕਲ ਜੋ ਵੇਖ ਰਹੇ ਹੈ ਮਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਉਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਕਿਉਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਦੇਖ ਰਿਹਾ? Nobody asking you to push your mother away. No. Guru is asking, practice seeing ik in the mother, in the brother, in the friend. Practice that. मां आ जा बैठ जा आ एक दी गल करिए आ एक नू मिलिए आ एक नू याद करिए. This is not an escapist philosophy. As a matter of fact, it is saying use your environment to practice ikko bhai. Mit ik pra, mit dost, ikko maat pita. Parents, इक्कस की मन टेक है जिन जियो पिंड दिता. Geo means the soul, Pind means the body. This mind-body system, whether this mind-body system is called friend, this mind-body system is called brother, this mind-body system is called mother, so what? They are just labels, my label is Jaswant Singh and your label is Arvinder Singh, so what? It's just a label. So why not to focus on the one that's behind that label? And you start practicing on a daily basis. You don't meet your father every day. You meet him inside your father. And you will find a miracle taking place. That when you start trying, seeing the one in him, he will reciprocate. You automatically reciprocate. It's called a mirror effect, seesaw effect. Consciousness automatically knows how to get the resonance and reciprocate. So, get focused on the one. So prabhu mano na visare jin sab kich vas kita. So, never, not even for a moment, forget that one who is above all of us. जिन्हें सारे नु वस कीता होया. Everything is included in it. All inclusive, no exception to the rule. Because unless we go on that type of a journey, we would start not be able to stop fighting between this flower and that leaf and that thorn. We will not be able to see one in all of them. They will all look different. And they all will have value judgment from us. And more value judgment they have from us, more outbound consciousness would be. It cannot turn inward. The only way for it to turn inward is be not interested in the flower. Be interested in the one who is behind the flower. The one who created it, one who's made it possible. Be not interested in a human. Go beyond the skin, go beyond the color, go beyond the nationality and everything. And that's what is being said. So prab mano na visare jin sab kich vasakita. Everything is included in him. So you always stay focused on that single entity. You can name it, you can label it the way you want to, so long as that label is pointing out to that one. Ghar eko, bahar eko, than, thanantar, a. Than jama antar becomes thanantar, means inside and outside. Most of the time, we get trapped by the language. And we say, God out there. Or soul in here. हर दी आत्मा जी अभी अंदर है. हर दा परमात्मा ਉਹਦੇ अंदर है. And Gurban said, stop that. You are again falling into the trap of it. He is inside and outside, upside and downside, right side and left side. He is everywhere. it is a absolute confusion in the mind of the people. आदि हर दी अपनी अपनी आत्मा है, आत्मा फंसी हुई है, आत्मा जर्नी कर रही है, आत्मा ने जन्म ले रही है, आत्मा मर रही है. The cycle of life and death is not for the soul. It's only for the body. It's only for the memories. It's the memories that's going in circle. The life energy always remain exactly where it is. It goes nowhere. It comes from nowhere. It's trapped in nothing. It releases in nothing. It's not in any jail, and it's not going to be freed up anyway. And the people got so curious that they actually put a dying human being in a glass case, sealed airtight all around it, had the cameras and light turned on to see what gets out of it. Can you imagine that? Try to capture what gets out of it. All that happens is when this machine becomes incapable of manifesting that life. When that radio burns out a tube that it cannot receive the waves which are already there. Waves go nowhere. For us, that attempt is similar to somebody going inside the television box and see who's speaking from inside. I see the picture out there, but I don't see anybody sitting in there. Well, that somebody you see is actually floating around all the time in all of the cosmos. Life energy has that type of nature. It is always there. All that happens at birth is that the body is now capable of manifesting it. All that happens at death is that this machine is incapable of manifesting that. That's it. Nothing else. ना कुछ आएबो, ना कुछ जाएबो, राम की दुहाई. भगत पीपा जी ਜਦੋਂ ਮੈਂ ਰੱਬ ਦਾ ਵਾਸਤਾ ਪਾ ਕੇ ਹੱਥ ਜੋੜ ਕੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕਹਿ ਰਿਹਾ ਜੇ ਕੁਝ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਉਂਦਾ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੋਏ ਨਾ ਐਵੇਂ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਦਾ ਕਰੋ. ਜੋ ਬ੍ਰਹਮੰਡੇ ਸੋਈ ਪਿੰਡੇ ਜੋ ਖੋਜੇ ਸੋ ਪਾਵੇ. You do not need to travel to the other galaxies. Just close your eyes, look inside, and you'll be able to see the scenery that whatever you want to see. It is available to you through this machine. That is the only greatness of this machine. That it has that potential. That's the only difference between me and a cat, between me and a dog. A dog does not have the potential of closing the eyes and seeing the Brahman. I do have that potential to close the eye and see that Brahman. But I have to change this. Man mere sagala upav tyag gur pura arad nit ikas ki livlag rahao eko bhai mit ek eko mat pita ikas ki man tek hai जिन जियो पिंड दिता सो प्रभ मनो ना विसरे जिन सब किछ वस कीता. I have to come to that state when I am on an autopilot that not for even a fraction of a moment I have other thought other than him. घारे को बाहरे को थान थनंतर आप जी जंत सब जिन किए 8 पहर तिस जाप 21 से तीरत्या ना हो वी सोग संताप. And the Gurbani gives you the guarantee. It promises you. It says, if you do all of that, if you get to that stage, then you are guaranteed. What? 21 se तीरत्या ना हो वी सोग संताप. You would not ever experience the suffering that you are suffering now of the mind-body system today. You will be freed from that. Now, how is that possible? when I become a Brahmgyani and somebody throws a kerosene oil on me and lights my body on fire while I'm alive, is my tissue not going to burn? It definitely will burn. Is it not going to hurt? It definitely will hurt. But if I am at that state, I would be the observer of the body burning, and I wouldn't be the one suffering because of the burning. Today, me and my body are attached with it as a unity. As a Brahmgyani, you see that as a vehicle. It becomes a car. You park it and go shopping. That's why you do not feel it. It's there. And we have seen in the history of all of the mystics that went through this. Whether we are talking of Guru Arjan, or we're talking of Mansoor, we're talking of Sarmad, we have seen these saints who are tortured in physical body form, and they were sitting there laughing. You don't know what you're talking about. Jesus is on the cross and he's saying, Father, forgive them, they know not what they do. He's not crying. The people who are watching him, they are crying. But he's not. Why? Because he's observing the body. Body and me are not the same. But that has to be actualized. It has to be experienced. It has to be manifested, not intellectually understood and argued about. It will not buy anything. Is it possible? What do you think all the records of the history show? No, that's a fluke. Okay, fine. But if you want, you can see it for yourself. That gift is available to everyone. Nature has given that potential to everyone. Par Brahm, Prabh ek hai, दूजा नाही कोए, जियो पिंड सब तिसका, जो भावे सो होए, गुर पूरे भया जप नानक सच्चा सोए. So you can see it brings you right back to the first step. Jap nanak sacha soy. Who? Par Brahm sab ek hai. It brings you back to the starting point. All this creation is one. The creator for all is one. Duja nahi koi. Now, philosophically, this might sound to you contradictory, right? It may sound paradoxical because there are other religions who are saying, no, there is one creator, there is one sustainer, there is one destroyer, right? And we know the Trimurti concept in Vedanta. Brahma creates, Vishnu sustains, Shiva destroys. Sikhism says these are just names given. He creates, he sustains, he destroys. This is just a convenient model to explain so the people and the mind can comprehend. In reality, there is only one. He is the creative force, he is the sustaining force, he is the destructive force. Well, wait a minute now. Does that make sense? The one who creates also destroys? Think about it. The one who's going to build a house, a new house here, isn't the same one who's going to break it down and clear the things and then rebuild it? That's the law of the nature. If you're going to create new, you're going to clean up the old, recycle everything. There's no contradiction. It is a trap of the language. Because we have emotional energy invested into it and say, oh, wait a minute, the one who creates cannot destroy. Nothing could be further from the truth. Everything gets recycled. Right? We grow the food, we eat, goes back to the earth, recycles. the life recycle. So if you want to stay in the outer world, then get trapped in the cycle of the outer world. If you want to get off that cycle and say, no, I want to get there where there is Sada Sukh. If you want to get to that stage, then you have to remember, Par Brahm, Prabh Ek hai, Duja nahi koi. You will have to get through those. Again, these are the belief systems, these are the paradigms you will need to have to get out of those dogmas. You will have to break away from those and say, no, there's only one. And you don't need to sit down and argue and discuss and win in a declamation contest with anybody. Those who say, no, there are three of them, good luck. You just walk away. Because that's also an old pattern where we want to win an argument. Sit down here, I'll prove it to you, there's only one. How are you going to prove? Were you there? क्या आप चश्मदीद गवाह हैं कि एक ही है? कैसे साबित करेंगे? The one who doesn't want to believe, you can sit and talk till the cows come home. That belief system is not going to shift. So why bother? Why waste? Somebody can, actually, as I was asked that question last time when I went to India. And he said, whoa. Bhai sir, why are you so sure? So because I am taking my guidance from Guru Granth Sahib. And what if Guru Granth Sahib is wrong? I said, then I'm wrong. It's as simple as that. You got to start and surrender yourself to something. Surrender wherever you feel like. What if I say that this is all the mumbo jumbo and there is really nothing? So well, go right ahead. And he was so confident. He was an orthopedic surgeon. Young boy, making ton of money doing surgeries. And you know in surgery, bone surgery in India, you can imagine they can write their own check. Beautiful wife, a doctor. Firstborn son. And he says to me, Bhai sahab, I work all day, come home to a beautiful wife who loves me and I love her. I have a child to play with. I only drink foreign whiskey. I sleep like a little baby. You tell me, where is God? Do I need anybody else now? Should I worry about what you're talking about? And I said, absolutely not. Have fun. And I would not ever pray or wish that this change for you. Continue with your journey. Because in my mind I was going through that Shakespeare's poem when he says that the sickle of time, वक्त की दातरी जिसले कटना शुरू कर दी है, उम्र भी कटी जाती है, जवानी भी कटी जाती है, सारा कुछ कटा जाना. So, and my other nephew was sitting next to me. He said, Mama ji, I didn't expect you to just, give up like that. There's a time to back off and not push, not force. Because this would be a complete waste of time.
Why did he come to you?
Because my nephew talked so much about me to him. Friends.
Because there was no need for
And so he came to convince me the other way around. And I said, look, let's call it a truce here. You are not going to convince anything else. But what you are saying is right. Where you are at right now, a state of life is right. I said the same thing to the 9-year-old girl who told her father in San Jose. This girl, after listening to the talk, and she turns around to the father and says, Daddy, why Nam Japana? And he says, so that we do not have to be born again. I want to be born again. As a matter of fact, I want to be born to you. I love you. I want my same mom. I want to come to the same house, same friends, same brothers and sisters.
She's 9 years old.
9 years old.
Yeah.
And the father is looking at me, what to do now? How I pass on this message to this daughter?
This doctor is grown up.
And I said, no. You are forgetting the fundamental of Gurbani. Dukh daru, sukh rog bhaya, ja sukh, ta main na hoi. Until that questionnaire comes from inside. और वो सवाल कब उठता है जब थोड़ी बहुत ही कोई जिंदगी दी डिसअपॉइंटमेंट सामने आती है.
Until the receiver is ready, it's not going to receive.
It's not going to receive it. You are forcing, you are trying to increase the power of the transmitter and the receiver is broken. By turning the volume of the transmitter, it's not going to work. The receiver has also to be equally ready to receive that. It had to tune itself to that frequency.
Is there any way we can help out? Seriously.
That is the help. Don't interfere in that journey. That is the help. Because everything else would create a disturbance in your consciousness and disturbance in their consciousness without benefiting either one.
In my situation, it is disturbing me very much that I'm not able to help and let them see.
Well,
What they are
now you are playing God.
We will talk after you.
No. He did not appoint anyone of us the ambassador to help others.
Okay.
So let's not become self-appointed ambassadors. Since whosoever needs help would seek the help out and he will provide. Don't force. That righteousness is where this whole problem starts.
But I would like my relatives to join with me on the path. What is wrong in expecting, wishing, praying for it?
Everything is wrong with it.
तो हम अकेले चल रहे हैं ना?
बिल्कुल है, ये काम ही अकेले का है.
What if they're not ready?
No, they whether they're ready or not,
They're not ready to do it.
all you can do is what other masters in the world have done. What did they do? They just send a fragrance out. That's it.
We can do something.
That's all. They transmit it. And if the receiver isn't ready, did Krishna worry about why Duryodhana is not being helped and only Arjuna is? Should he not worry about them? Wait a minute. Pandava तो ठीक ही है नहीं, वो तो धर्मपुत्र है. Yudhishthira is okay. It's a Dhritarashtra and his children are not. I should work on them.
It's extremely hard. I will quickly,
Because the ego comes in. That's why it's
I will
hard.
quickly give you an example. Out of 15 relatives I have in the United States, 13 families are making fun of me for coming here, for going to Chinmaya Mission and for going to other study groups. Something's wrong with Asha, my God, I mean, she's too young to do what she's doing and this and that. They are laughing and making fun.
Okay.
So I am losing one by one, and so now 13 of them, they are on one, and here I am. I mean, dukh to hota hi hai na ji.
Why? You lost those 13, you found these 13.
You gotta change them, they're already made their own committee. They are sitting in
You want- you want-
Beautiful report. Very, thank you. I needed to hear that.
That's right.
Very well.
Yeah, I wanted to count the numbers. Are we there?
We are 15.
Yeah.
So we are more than that.
Yeah.
Shift in consciousness attracts different energy, that's all. That energy is getting away, this energy is getting attracted, that's all. And you have to change that, you have to make that change. And this urge, I want this, oh but by the way I want that too. They are contradictory terms and they will actually cause more damage than good. That desire, that urge is very, very egotistical urge. Because it's putting the self at a higher pedestal. I am doing something good and you are not. I am doing something that my inner calling tells me to do, that's all. And I don't know if it's good, I don't know if it's bad, I don't know if it's going to help me, or I don't know if it's going to damn me. I have no clue if I'm doing any good sitting here. अपने कर्म की गत मैं क्या जानूं? मैं क्या जानूं बाबा रे? I have no clue. All I'm doing is, energy is coming, I'm just sending it out. That's it. Why? Because that is what is my urge. Send it out. Who takes it? Who rejects it? Who condemns it? It's all each individual journey. And that's what was here constantly hammered, saying पार ब्रह्म प्रभ एक है दूजा नाही कोय जीव पिंड सब तिसका जो भावे जो तिस भावे सो होए गुर पूरे पूरा भया जप नानक सच्चा सोए. That's it. You just stay focused on that. You start your journey with the jap of that ultimate energy and you leave the rest up to him. And those who are able to implement that process, the next hymn comes in about them. जिन्ना सतगुर स्यो चित लाया से पूरे प्रधान जिनको आप दयाल होए तिन उपजे मने ज्ञान जिनको मस्तक लिखया तिन पाया हर नाम. Now it is saying those who accepted this hypothesis with his grace, they started on that journey, and then it has been observed, it has been known, it is documented in the history of human consciousness. What happened to them? Jinna Satgur Sochit Laya se Pure. Pure means complete. Now, the purpose of the life is complete. Pradhan means now they are at a higher stature of existence than where they were. They came with a objective, with a purpose, and they fulfilled that purpose. Jinko aap dayal hoye, then upje mane gyan. It is His grace, it is His prasad that gives that from within. उपजे मने ज्ञान मन दे अंदरों पैदा होती गए. Not from outside. You can't force it from outside. It has to come from inside. And it is an individual journey. It's not a collective thing. When we sit like this, we help each other in adding the energy together. But in the final analysis, the journey is still individual. जिनको मस्तक लिखिया तिन पाया हर नाम. Those who are blessed with His grace, they would get to His naam and start the jap process. Man mere eko naam te aaye. So, focus on the one. Sarva sukha, sukh upjaye, darge paida jaye. You can be sure of this, which is Sarva Sukha Sukh Upajaya. One, you will end up creating, you will end up enjoying, living the blissfulness of state of blissfulness, and dargah paida jaye. You will be able to end the cycle of life and death. Dargah chale jayenge. उसे जाके रह जाएंगे, हम वापस नहीं आना पाएगा दरगाह चो. जन्म मरण का भाव गया, भाव भगत गोपाल. So now, once you are on that path, then you are now free from काजे दे पावना चक्कर मारने, जन्म मरण का भाव सर्कल लगाना जन्म मरण दे विच. Once you are into that bhakti, किसदी Gopal Day. Gopal doesn't mean Krishna. Gopal word comes from go plus pa. Go means earth, the land. Pa means the one who sustains it. The way it got associated with Krishna was that the word go was translated as Gau. क्योंकि गौवान पाल ऐसी कहते हैं, कृष्ण गोपाल कहना है. Gopal word is used for the ultimate creator. साधु संग निर्मला आप करे प्रतिपाल. Sadhu sangat nirmala. So keep the company of those who are on that path. Sadhu means the one who has done sadhana. Sadhu doesn't mean the one who has grey clothes. Who has done sadhana, who has gone somewhere, who has achieved something. All of those are basically sustained by him. Janam maran ki mal katiye guru darshan dekhne ha. Continue on that path. Your cycle of life and death would be over when you get to this state of existence, which is Guru Darshan Dekhne ha. Once you are able to experientially know that Guru de darshan karna matlab ki hai, you will experientially be able to see from within. Then you would be complete. Than thanantar ravraya par brahm prabh soe sabna dayata ek hai duja nai koe tis sarnai chutiye kita lode so hoye. He is the one who is all around, inner and outside. Than, outside. Thanantar, inside. Ravraya is manifested all over. Par brahm prabh soe, that one energy. Sabna data ek hai. And he is the creator, he is the sustainer, no other one. Duja nahi koe tis sarnai chutiye kita lode so hoye. So long as you are only focused on one. Kise di sarn aa jana means kise de shelter thale aa jana, protection thale aa jana. For today, for now, for us, we seek the protection of what? Either our family or our friends or the law. We seek that protection. A saint, a bhagat, doesn't care about that protection. He only cares about one protection, and because he sees one in everyone. But that doesn't come automatically. Why? Because the old habits don't die that easily. We have been trained to look differently at different people. And now we are being advised to look the same way at different people. And that's a shifted consciousness. That's a shifted habit pattern which has to be broken with effort. So, Tisarnai Chutiye need to come to the shelter of that ultimate creative, Kita Lode So Hoye. He is the one who would eventually grace the ultimate benediction. Jin man vasya par brahm se pure pradhan tinki shobha nirmali pragat bhai jahan jinni mera prabh te aaya nanak tin kurban. In conclusion, for today's talk, the last line basically reinforces Jin man vasya par brahm. Understand the nuance here. Paramatma ਸਾਡੇ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਵਿੱਚ already ਹੈ, ਵਸਦਾ ਹੈ, ਉਹ ਬਾਹਰ ਵੀ ਵਸਦਾ ਹੈ, but we are not aware of it. We have just heard about it. We cannot say that out of our own experience. It is that state which is being mentioned here. Jin man vasya par brahm. जो सारे जो वसला पे एक ही गल हुई. How do you know? Vasla pe. Do you know of that your own awareness? Do you know that of your own knowledge? आप किसी दिन सुने सुनाई गप मार चलिए. No, this is not to be repeated as a parrot. It has to be experienced. It has to be actualized. It has to be manifested. Those who have been able to manifest that from inside, say pure pradhan, they are the complete human being. इनकी शोभा निर्मली प्रगट भई जहान. Then the whole of the world would know it. You wouldn't have to tell anybody. All of the world would know it. As everybody knows about Kabir and Jesus and Buddha, people will know about you also if you are able to manifest it. It is true, every time this has happened, it has not been hidden. It always becomes known to the world. Jinni mera prabh dhyaya nanak tin kurban. Those who have been able to achieve the state of dhyan, how are they? Nanak tin kurban. ये नहीं कि नानक उन्हां ते कुर्बान जा रहा है, ट्रांसलेशन गलत है. नहीं, उन्होंने अपना आप कुर्बान करता का देते उस दे उत्ते तीन कुर्बान उन्होंने उस दे उत्ते अपना आप कुर्बान करके उस स्टेट पे पहुंचे ने. मीनिंग देयर by surrendering the self, by dissolving the ego, by killing the ahankar, they are able to achieve that state of existence. So these are the two hymns for today. With this we would take a break here and pick up from hymn 81 next time.